close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go.
Good morning, Kirkwood. Today is Wednesday, September 4th. I'm Caroline Shaper.
And I'm Mattia Nesser. Now for our Pledge of Allegiance.
First up, if you are interested in being a part of Youth in Government, come to the first meeting today.
It will be after school in East 184. If you have any questions or you're not able to attend, come talk to Ms. Schinnebager before or after school.
Next, all ceramic students from last school year should pick up remaining clay projects from Mr. Hoeing or Mr. Rogers' room by Friday, September 6th.
We are pleased to announce our returning segment,
The one and only Dishin' with
Dr. Harrell.
Good morning, Kirkwood High School, Dr. Harrell, and this is what I'm dishing on this week, cooking safety. Now, we started this series with Dishing with Dr. Harrell last year, where I would come on and talk about food and recipes and things that I like. So I'll start this year talking about cooking safety, because it's always important to be paying attention to what you're doing in the kitchen, especially when you're using stoves, ovens, maybe you're grilling outside, you're boiling something. Obviously, the water can be hot, so you want to be very careful when you're cooking in the kitchen. I always recommend wearing an apron, because that's going to help protect your clothes from getting any kind of grease or any kind of splatter on it. So cooking safety is extremely important. That's the tips that I have for you today. I will tell you a brief story. If you recall, one of our last segments last year, we talked about steak and how we had a couple students on here that joined us. Isaac and Hadley discussed steak as they were cooking that in our FACS department. If you remember, I like my steak medium rare, so does my family. And so the first day of school this year was awesome. It went really, really well. It was smooth. I got home that evening and my son had a practice that he needed to attend. So he wanted a steak. He needed to eat dinner before he went to practice. And so, like I always do, I fired up the iron skillet in the kitchen. I turn it on really, really hot so I can sear the steak and not cook the inside too much. And what that led to was my fire alarms going off and the fire department responding to my home. So the reminder is, make sure you're careful when you're cooking. Now, I will say I've done this before. Why the alarms went off this time, I have no idea. We opened the windows and now the whole neighborhood knew that our fire alarms were going off. It was a minor deal. Nothing caught on fire. Everything was good. It's just I cooked the steak really, really hot. So just a simple reminder, make sure you know how to turn your fire alarms off and make sure you know how not to set your fire alarms. That's what I have for you this week. Thank you.
Now here's our guest.
Good morning. Who do we have and what are you guys here for?
Hey, I'm Jeremiah.
And I'm Jordan.
And we're here on behalf of BACC that we're hosting a meeting tomorrow at 10:30 in the Journalism Lecture Hall.
We'll talk about guest speakers, upcoming field trips, as well as our annual HBCU college tour. So be sure to be there.
Awesome. Tomorrow, third block, which is 10:30, and where again?
And the Journalism Lecture Hall.
Journalism Lecture Hall. Students probably had an opportunity to select in Infinite Campus if they were going to this meeting. If not, they still would be able to attend tomorrow. Same with Best Buddies. There is a Best Buddies meeting tomorrow as well. So for this first week, please allow those students to attend those meetings. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Awesome. Mr. Clark, what do we have?
Hi, good morning, Mr. Clark, Principal, Class of 2028. So one of the announcements I have is for the seniors. Your first class meeting, your first class committee meeting will be tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. here in the journalism wing. We have our first homeroom tomorrow. So this will be the first time we get to transition. So make sure that we are going to our homeroom first, checking in, being there for 30 minutes. Academic homeroom 2 will begin, and then 3. So make sure that we are using the restrooms, go and get a drink of water in between those transitions, because your teachers may not allow you to go while you're in there.
Yes, great opportunity tomorrow with homeroom and the structure of homeroom, and just being intentional and having some ownership in what you guys are doing and who you're traveling to. Ultimately, at the end of the day, academics is the most important focus of ours, so just making sure you're paying attention. We'll continue to communicate information as it pertains to next week, because tomorrow in homeroom, you guys can start thinking about who you want to visit if you need to next week, or if not, then you just need to select your homeroom teacher. Once you make that selection, you still can edit it up until next Tuesday, so you still can make your changes. So just be making sure that you're paying attention to that. When we travel in our homeroom for periods 2 and 3, we want to make sure that students are staying where they're reporting to. So whatever location you're going to, that's where you need to stay. Ultimately, we're traveling every 30 minutes, so that's plenty of time to take care of using the restroom, filling up your water bottle, whatever, because there's a good chance that you may not be able to leave the classroom to use the restroom or fill up your water bottle during that homeroom class period, just because we have so many transitions in that hour-and-a-half block. So appreciate all the students that made their selections. Almost everybody did. We still had some students that didn't. You will be randomly assigned today, and everybody will get a notification around 7 p.m. tonight letting you know where you're going to be in homeroom tomorrow if you did not select something.
And one of the options that you'll have for next week is if you were an athlete and you're a 9th and 10th grade student, if you are wanting to play sports in college, it'll be the NCAA Symposium. So it'll be in Keating Auditorium. So that's an option for next week. So look at that. And thank you guys.
Yeah, awesome. Make it a great day. Be a pioneer.
Be sure to follow our TikTok and Instagram at KHTV Broadcast for more amazing content.
And check out our channel to watch our most recent video about boys cross country.
That's all for today, Kirkwood.
Let's make it a great day.